Through its central office, regional offices, and schools division offices, the Department of Education supervises 47,678 public schools and 12,212 private schools nationwide. The department has 969,938 filled teaching, teaching-related, and non-teaching personnel across the central office, regional offices, division offices, and public schools. Over the years, the Department of Education has maintained an average excellent obligation rate of 95% and a disbursement rate of 97%. As of July 31, 2023, the obligation rate of DepEd for fiscal year 2023 is at 50.01%. We are expecting that our utilization rate will improve in the succeeding months. Meanwhile, the disbursement rate of the agency is at 96.55%. For this fiscal year, we are expecting a 5.10% increase from our last year's budget, making it 758.60 billion pesos under the fiscal year 2024 National Expenditure Program. Formal education enrollment significantly declined in 2020. However, due to adaptability through creating different learning modes and our resilience, we enabled education sector to gradually recover and achieve substantial recovery in the following years. We have 27,794,282 learners enrolled in the formal basic education system in school year 2022 to 2023, almost 1% increase from the previous year. In accordance with the DepEd Order No. 34, Series of 2022, the department announced that all public and private schools nationwide shall implement full face-to-face classes starting November 2, 2022, in consideration with the health situation during that time. We tallied a total of 28.4 million enrollees in basic education, including our learners from the Alternative Learning System, or ALS. In January 2023, along with the Basic Education Report, we launched the Matatag, Bansang Makabata, Batang Makabansa Education Agenda, which aims to address basic education challenges of the country. DepEd adopted the National Learning Recovery Plan and rolled out the National Learning Camp last July to improve learning skills in English, science, and math. Further efforts on learning recovery are underway for the next school year, as DepEd will implement the National Reading Program, National Mathematics Program, National Science and Technology Program, among others. On August 10, we launched the Matatag curriculum. It is the recalibrated K-10 curriculum of the K-12 program, and as of today, the review for the curriculum of grades 11 and 12 or senior high school is ongoing, and we aim to complete it next year. We have extended learning resources such as tablets, storage devices, self-learning modules, and learning activity sheets to a total of 18.5 million learners. We are already done with the procurement of 2.3 million pieces of learning tools and equipment, or LTE. Currently, we are procuring 6,416 e-learning cart packages, 2,985 smart TV package, 60,110 laptops for teachers, and 10,719 laptops for non-teaching personnel for fiscal year 2022 and 2023. We significantly improved our education infrastructure. For 2023, we target to build 5,133 new classrooms, repair 7,291 classrooms, and construct 88 last-mile schools. DepEd believes that providing learners with good nutrition complements our goal of supporting our children's education journey. Through our school-based feeding program, or SBFP, we fed almost 3.5 million learners. For this year, under our fiscal year 2023 targets, we aim to cater 1,678,704 learners from kindergarten to grade 6 who are severely wasted. As we strengthen the public-private complementarity, the department has provided support to our learners through the Government Assistance and Subsidies or GAS. In fiscal year 2022, our education system included and served special needs education learners in the public schools, learners for Arabic language and Islamic values education in both public and private schools, Indigenous Peoples Education Program or IPED learners in the public schools, Alternative Learning System or ALS learners. DepEd looks after its learners through the newly established Learner Rights and Protection Office or LRPO that safeguards learners from all forms of abuse. One way of safeguarding our learners is through the Learners Telesafe Contact Center helpline, where abuses and conflict pertaining to child protection can be reported. We already hired and filled up 8,897 teaching positions and has an ongoing hiring of 653 teaching personnel. Meanwhile, 9,650 teaching items have been created under the fiscal year 2023 targets. For fiscal year 2023, we are also requesting additional 5,000 non-teaching positions to DBM. As the department remains steadfast in its commitment to improve teacher quality, we continuously capacitated our teachers by providing them with training and scholarship programs. DepEd's NEP budget level for next year is 758.59 billion pesos, of which 756.84 billion pesos is allocated to DepEd OSEC and 1.74 billion pesos is allocated to attached agencies. The overall budget of the department increased by 5% comparing from the 2023 GAA. However, we would like to emphasize the 2024 NEP level of the DepEd attached agencies. All 2024 NEP level of the 6 DepEd attached agencies of the department decreased compared to their 2023 GAA level. We would also like to show you that out of 712 billion pesos of the 2024 NEP level budget of DepEd OSEC, 566 billion pesos will be directly released to the field offices, leaving 146 billion pesos of the total budget in the DepEd Central Office. With a revised K-10 curriculum ready for phased implementation, we will now look at reviewing the senior high school curriculum. This will then be supplemented by the orientation of the teaching and non-teaching personnel. Likewise, we will sustain efforts to bounce back from the impact of the learning crisis through the continued implementation of the National Learning Recovery Program, or NLRP. The department will also be procuring textbooks and instructional materials, TVL equipment, and science and math tools under the fiscal year 2024 NEP. The National Assessment Systems for Basic Education will also procure various test materials to conduct assessments for all levels in the basic education. DepEd will further accelerate the delivery of basic education facilities and services by construction of new classrooms, prioritization of school health facilities, repair and rehabilitation of classrooms, and procurement of school furniture. DepEd also aims to energize schools, build medium-rise school buildings, establish library hubs in priority areas, and create inclusive learning resource centers for our special needs education under the fiscal year 2024 NEP. We will establish community learning centers for alternative learning system, prioritize Last Mile Schools program, and will continue to conserve Gabaldon and other heritage school buildings. We will also take steps to provide e-learning packages to our schools. We will also continue to strengthen the complementarity between public and private schools through the seamless implementation of the Government Assistance and Subsidies, or gas